Welcome to my channel. My name is Nick, and whatever you're watching, I'm making videos about. If you're new here, every month I make lists of recommendations for all of our favorite streaming services, so you know I have to cover Netflix, the king of the streaming landscape. You all love Netflix, and if you don't already have enough stuff to watch on there, well, I have a top 10 list of gems that you're going to want to check out before they're gone, because they always leave. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do. That way you stay up to date with what to watch and where to watch it. Number 10 is Midnight Special. This sci-fi drama thriller is about a man who is trying to protect his son who exhibits supernatural abilities. Freeing him from the cult that worships him, father and son embark on a road trip as the US government begins tracking them. This is a pretty low-key flick that might not work for everyone, but if you enjoyed Freaks, which is also on Netflix, I think you're going to want to give Midnight Special a watch.
What if Alton doesn't belong with us?
You don't know that.
That's remarkable. I know where they're going.
Number 9 is Selfless, a sci-fi action thriller about a dying man who uses a futuristic technological procedure to place his consciousness in the body of a younger man. But things aren't what they seem as he tries to take control of the body and learns there is more to this scenario than initially thought. You could call this a standard Ryan Reynolds vehicle, and you wouldn't be wrong. Selfless isn't exceptionally entertaining, but if you're looking for another original sci-fi film to watch, it should satisfy your craving.
We offer humanity's greatest minds more time to fulfill their potential. Designed to offer you the very best of the human experience. It's alive. An empty vessel.
Number 8 is Gothica, a horror thriller starring Halle Berry as a psychiatrist who wakes up finding herself confined to the institution she works for and convicted of murdering her husband. As she tries to figure out what truly happened, she uncovers a mind-bending mystery. Gothica is not the horror film of the 2000s, that's for sure, but Halle Berry is so committed to making this movie not suck, and there's such an interesting unfolding of events that I think it's worth watching at least once.
How long have I been in here?
3 days.
I want to talk to my husband.
Doug is dead. You killed him.
Number 7 is 30 Minutes or Less. This crime comedy stars Jesse Eisenberg as a pizza guy who is forced into a zany plot when a pair of criminals strap a bomb to his chest and force him to rob a bank. Trying to escape with his life, the protagonist does everything he can to get away by the skin of his teeth. I don't like that this is obviously loosely based on the pizza bomber case. Watch Evil Genius, streaming right now on Netflix. But as a wacky comedy with plenty of the favorites from the 2010s, I think this is a funny good time.
Two guys in masks jumped me and strapped a bomb to my chest, and now I have less than 9 hours to rob a bank.
You're hysterical. Great joke.
What the? Keep your voice down.
Is that thing real?
And your first thought was to come to a school filled with young children?
Number 6 is Spring Breakers, another crime comedy, this time from Harmony Korine. A group of college girls decide to rob a local restaurant to secure enough cash to go on spring break. Their crime escapades don't stop there as they become involved with a gun runner played by James Franco. This movie has a very specific style, so I know it's hit or miss amongst audience members, but if you like the idea of a sexy crime thriller framed through the satirical lens of MTV escapism, give it a watch.
Spring break. Y'all wanna die tonight? Spring break.
Get down!
I'm scared, aren't you?
Spring break forever.
Spring break forever, bitches.
Number 5 is Good Burger, a Nickelodeon movie starring Keenan and Cal as two very different 90s teens. After Keenan gets in trouble, he has to take a summer job at Good Burger with the charismatic Cal. Facing competition from the conglomerate Mondo Burger across the street, the employees of Good Burger set out to maintain their status as the best burger in town. You know, I considered making this my bad movie recommendation of the month because it is such a nostalgic favorite from my childhood, but honestly, I think this movie is still damn funny, especially for a silly kids movie about burgers.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Number 4 is The Killing of a Sacred Deer, a horror drama from director Yorgos Lanthimos that stars Colin Farrell as a successful surgeon who takes a teen boy under his wing following a tragedy. But as the boy grows closer to the surgeon's family, his behavior turns sinister, leading to deadly consequences. This movie came out years ago, and I still don't fully know how I feel about it. The work of Yorgos Lanthimos strongly does not work for me, but the effect of this film is undeniable. Only watch it if you're willing to take a gut punch.
Alice, this retreat isn't going to do you any favors if you're not honest. So have you ever felt turned on?
Number 3 is Yes, God, Yes, a teen dramedy starring Natalia Dyer as a religious girl in the early 2000s who discovers internet porn. Embarking on a spiritual retreat, our main character must decide whether she wants to fit in with the Christian kids or break all the rules and live her own life. I know everyone was talking about this a year ago, so I'll admit that I'm late to the game, but I just watched this recently and I think it's one of the most underrated gems of 2020. It's funny, it's grounded, it's well acted and directed, it's nostalgic and cringy in the most hilarious way. It's one of the best movies to watch on Netflix.
They're saying you tossed his salad.
I mean, I've never even heard of dressing someone's salad. We were only gone for like a minute.
Yeah, that's long enough for Wade.
Number 2 is Edge of 17, another coming-of-age teen dramedy. Edge of 17 is about a teen boy who discovers he's gay while living in middle America in the mid-1980s. We follow his journey from high school to college as he makes new friends and falls in love. Love, Simon absolutely rocked my shit the first time that I saw it, but little did I know there was a movie that came out 20 years earlier that's even more up my alley. This is the coming-out story that speaks to me personally, so Netflix, more of this, please.
For Eric Hunter,
promise no matter what I say, nothing will change between us.
Choices will be made.
I need to talk.
You can tell me anything.
And chances must be taken.
Come to visit me?
Number 1 is Hook, the fantasy adventure from Steven Spielberg about an adult Peter Pan played by Robin Williams who must return to Neverland when Captain Hook captures his kids. Pan must rediscover his inner child in order to take on his nemesis and save his family. Hook may have flaws, but I don't see them, because this was a favorite that I grew up with. I always loved Peter Pan and Neverland. To see this brought to life by Spielberg is simply a delight. Although I don't know how I never realized this movie was 2.5 hours as a kid. Like, how?
Let's fly!
Oh my God, where are we going?
To Never Neverland.
And now it's time for my bad movie recommendation of the month, because I don't care. I like bad movies. Hellfest is a slasher film about a group of young people who go to a horror-themed park full of mazes and haunted house attractions. But at Hellfest, there's a serial killer hiding amongst the masked employees who begins stalking them. The kills are weak and the characters make all of the dumbest decisions, but Hellfest is a fun Halloween-themed slasher film that makes for a solid late-night watch.
The entire night.
That is my list of the best movies to watch on Netflix in the month of March. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it as always. Let me know what your favorites are and what you're watching on Netflix right now. You can follow me on Instagram and Letterboxd if you want to see more of what I'm watching. And if you're interested in subscribing, you know, you could do that. Or don't. I'll just go fuck myself. That's it for this video, but I won't stop you from watching another.